Welcome again to Practice Group International, where I tell you exactly what ETS requires of you to get a respectable passing score on your TOEFL iBT. Hello again, my name is Mr. HEARN, and I am your TOEFL tutor. In this video, I want to talk to you about things that you really need to consider when taking the TOEFL iBT. Now, if you're just looking for quick answers to pass this test super fast, move on, okay? You're at the wrong place. If you really want to know exactly how to pass your TOEFL iBT the next time you take it, stick around. I'm going to tell you what to do. Now, one of the things that makes the TOEFL iBT so difficult is that it's super intimidating. I mean, think about it. You're already under a lot of stress. If you haven't come to the United States yet, you know that it's a tremendous process to get into the country to begin with. And then once you're here, if you've been here for a little while, you know that being in the United States is not easy. The land of the free is not free. Believe me, I know. So what is really the problem with taking the TOEFL iBT? The tremendous pressure to pass it is one thing. You see, you probably already know that if you don't pass your TOEFL, you're stuck where you are. You know, I often call the TOEFL iBT a door that you have to pass through to get on with your life. But when I talk to my students, they tell me, no, mister, you're wrong. The TOEFL iBT isn't a door, it's a prison. It's 6 walls with no door, no way out. And the TOEFL can feel that way when you're stuck. And I have students that have been taking this test several times, and they're down to quitting their job, just working on the TOEFL iBT, and they're practicing 8 to 10 hours a day. It's really a tremendous strain on you, your family, and everyone else around you. So what I do is I help you to just get through all that. When you're doing what I'm teaching you, you're only going to work practicing 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day. You see, when you're practicing doing the things that don't work, all the practice in the world doesn't help. When you're practicing doing what you're required to do by ETS, you only need a little practice. Think about it as like putting a key in the lock of a door. If you have the wrong key, you can jiggle on that door for the rest of your life. It's not going to open. But if you have the right key, why, you put it in the lock, turn it, the door opens. That's what we're talking about here, is knowing what to do and how to do it. So what's really the problem with the TOEFL iBT? The problem is perception. See, most of my students think that the TOEFL iBT is a test of English. It is not. If your English skills are good or intermediate or high level, and you're still not passing your TOEFL iBT, it's because of the way you're looking at the test, the way you're trying to take the test. Most of my students are taking the TOEFL iBT as they would take ordinary tests, is that you're learning something and you use what you learn to answer questions. That absolutely does not work on the TOEFL iBT. The TOEFL isn't testing your reading skills or listening skills. It's not testing your English speaking skills or writing skills. It's testing your college readiness skills. And those college readiness skills are those that ETS says you need to know. So if you don't understand what the test is trying to test you on, you won't pass until you do. Another thing that we have a problem with the TOEFL iBT, you see, is that when you think the TOEFL is really hard, it becomes really hard. It's so intimidating. Understand that the test is designed to be intimidating. It's designed to create anxiety. It is designed to create confusion. It is designed to make you take it over and over again. However, once you know how it's designed, you can pass this test fairly easily. I'm not talking about easy, but it's so much easier to do something once you know how to do it. You know, I have a lot of dentists that are my students, and I don't know if you're a dentist or a pharmacist or a teacher, but for my dentists, there's an analogy that I use, that I don't know if you've ever tried to pull a tooth the first time. Well, it can be very intimidating. And you're slow to go about doing the steps to pull this tooth because you're afraid of making mistakes. You're afraid of hurting the patient. But if you've been doing it for a while, once you've done it 15 or 20 times, it just becomes a natural thing. You just go in there, open your mouth, evaluate the situation, say, what tool do I need? Grab the pliers, grab the tooth, pop, give them a little wet cotton and say, okay, keep it moist for the next day, right? For the next few hours. So once you know how to do something, it gets easier, no matter how difficult something can be. Once you know how to do it and you practice a little bit to get good at it, it gets easier. If you're a pharmacist, I don't know if you've been a pharmacist for a while, but remember the first time you had to mix medicines for real? And I know that if you mix medicine, I mean, just 1 milligram of something can change the way someone thinks or change how they feel. Could even kill them with the wrong medication. And so it's a lot of responsibility what you're doing. So you might be very meticulous. Actually, I like that in a pharmacist, to be very meticulous, to make sure my medications are exactly what they should be. I like that. However, that doesn't work on the TOEFL iBT. If you're a pharmacist and you're stuck on the score of 19 to 21 on the TOEFL reading section, it's that being meticulous that's holding you back. And in my classes, I do talk about how to overcome all of those things. So what else is there about the TOEFL iBT? What's bothering you about the TOEFL iBT? Write it down in the comments below so that I can help you even more. You see, that's why I'm here. I've devoted the last 15 years of my life every day except for Easter and Christmas. I spend my time helping my students. And that is, if my wife's not giving me something to do, I'm with you. I'm helping you to pass this crazy test so that you can be with your family and have the life you want to live. So write your comments down below and I will respond to you because that's what I do. If you'd like more help, go to my website and the link is down below. Okay, go to my website and you can subscribe there. I have a TOEFL community that you can join and you can ask me any questions. If you want to become a subscriber, a member, and view the video course, there's a video for every single question on the test, including overcoming test anxiety and many other aspects of the test that might be holding you back. It's a very low monthly fee, but it is something that is going to help you pass this test quickly. And that's the important thing. So if you want to do that, also, by the way, while you're there, there's a live Q&A every other Saturday where you can ask me any questions you want. That's it for now. Okay, be sure to subscribe, like, share, ring the bell. You know what to do. I'll see you in the next video.